Hello everybody, I'm BillehBawb from BVR, and welcome back to Rec Room Weekly. I'm not gonna lie to you all, we got some weird stuff to cover today, so let's get into it. Before we talk about the stuff in the title though, we got some smaller updates to go over first. In this past week, the brand new Rec Room update, the Circuits V2 edition, was released. And as the name suggests, this means that Circuits V2 has finally come out of beta. Well, what does this mean? Did they add any crazy new stuff that make it better? Not really. Honestly, Circuits V2 coming out of beta is more of a formality than anything. But there are still two main benefits that are coming from Circuits V2 now being in the default palette. One is that you can now save Circuits V2 with inventions. So this will give people who don't know as much about Circuits V2 a way to download things from other people who are more experienced, and then they can kind of go in, take apart, and look at what makes those work and learn more themselves. And secondly, Circuits V2 is now available in dorm rooms. Along with this update, there were also some small UI changes. A couple of different menus have now switched over to the new UI style, with the most prominent one being the room settings menu. For a while now, you actually haven't been able to change a room's name and data like that from in-game very easily, but the new room options menu allows you to do that, as well as this brand new sub-room manager that seems way cleaner than what there was before. And overall, it's not too much, but it's just part of slowly converting everything to the new UI system. That's about it for updates. Let's talk about some events. So firstly, the Hidden Worlds contest has now entered the play phase. This means that all of the contest entries are now complete, and it's your job to go out and play them and give them engagement, so the ones with the top engagement will be looked at by the judges. If you want some suggestions for Hidden Rooms worlds to check out, here are some of them that were made by my friends and that are also just really cool maps. Firstly, there's Vestige, which is a very high quality art room, and also I don't really want to spoil anything, but about halfway through there was this crazy minecart ride, and it's a roller coaster like I have never seen in Rec Room. It's absolutely crazy. So definitely check that out if you just want a super great looking art room. And next up is a hangout room that I'm definitely going to say the name of wrong. It's Ryugu Temple? I don't know. This is kind of a beach area with a temple there that you can go and hang out in with your friends. There's a cannon you can launch yourself from, and you can put on like a hang glider on your back so you can fly around the entire map. There's swimming mechanics, like if you jump in the water you can actually swim, and there's quite a few fun things in the room to do like that, and there's a lot of places to explore. Good luck to anyone who's entered a room for this contest, and of course I will be covering the Roomies, the award show for the contest, once that happens. So if you want to make sure you don't miss out seeing who wins this contest, make sure to subscribe if you're enjoying the video so far. I've also got some smaller events to talk about. Firstly, some of you might remember how recently I talked about how Rec Room did a TikTok Quest 2 giveaway, where they basically just said, hey, make Rec Room TikToks and we'll give away 3 Quest 2s to the ones we like the most. Well, apparently that did well, because now they are doing the same thing except on YouTube with YouTube Shorts. They're giving away 3 Oculus Quest 2s to the funniest YouTube Shorts that are made within the time span. It's going until May 17th, which is still plenty of time for you to make your videos. So if you're interested in winning an Oculus Quest 2 and seeing more about this competition, you can check it out in the link in the description, which honestly I'm probably going to forget to put there like I always do. So if I do, it's also in the Rec Room announcements channel of the Discord server and on the Rec Room YouTube channel. And finally, a few days ago, volunteer mod applications were once again opened. Rec Center mods basically just have heightened permissions in rec centers, and they kind of help keep the community safe and all that. Sadly, by the time you're seeing this video, volunteer mod applications have actually been closed. They were only open for a couple of days, but good luck to anyone who applied on getting moderator. Okay, so let's discuss what I talked about at the end of my last video, and what the title of this video is: the secret codes in the rec center. This is some weird stuff that I'm gonna have to go through here, okay? Quite a while ago, with the old VR login screen in Rec Room, some people started reporting that they thought they saw a kind of shadowy figure in the distance of that login screen. In any pictures I've seen of this supposed figure in the distance, I never actually saw anything. And as someone who's seen that login screen hundreds of times myself, I never saw anything there. And having this shadowy figure in the distance of the login screen is just kind of this like creepypasta level like fake story, you know? And the Rec Room community, being what it is, it gave this fake shadowy figure a name, and that name was the Forbidden One. So as I understand, quite some time passes, and then what I reported on at the end of last week's video happened, where in the rec center there were some random strings of ciphered text that randomly appeared. I'm not going to go into the specific details of all this text and how it was all deciphered and stuff, but basically there were just some small sentences around the rec center, and there was one especially big one that when decoded gave you the name of a room that when you went to had another cipher that was even longer stronger. So after everything was all said and done, here is exactly what these deciphered messages say. I'll let you read them all on your own. Basically, what's happening here is that Jay, who I'm pretty sure is the one who kind of orchestrated this whole thing, is sort of taking this idea of the Forbidden One and kind of doing a weird little ARG thing. He's taken the Forbidden One and kind of inserted him into actual Rec Room lore, even though he was never real. And there wasn't even really Rec Room lore in the first place, but these strings of text are official. So obviously there was some speculation like, oh, we might get a new Rec Room original or a new quest that's based around the Forbidden One. However, that appears to not be the case. Jay has basically confirmed that this was kind of a test ARG and that they just did it for fun to kind of expand on the lore of the Forbidden One. It's just kind of a fun thing to see if it's something they'd actually want to do for maybe an actual Rec Room original in the future. At least that's my understanding of the story as I've pieced together from Discord screenshots and reading about the Forbidden One. There might be more about that, I'm not sure. But all in all, it just seems like this was a fun little thing they did to see if they want to do more ARGs like this in the future that might actually mean something. Alright, with all that out of the way, let's get into this week's weekly rotation of items. The weekly skin for this week is the Stone Crossbow. Here's some of the challenges that you can do to get the weekly. There's a brand new Rec Room Plus item. It is the Electric Quest Shield. This is a interesting aesthetic, I guess, but it looks kind of cool. And there's one brand new Rec Center item for this week. It is the Blue Overcoat. The Invention Tower theme for this week is Medieval. So if you want to see some premium inventions that fall into that theme, make sure to check out the Invention Tower room. And that's gonna be about it for this week of Rec Room News. Sorry I'm a day late, but you know, at least it came. Make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed, and thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Goodbye. Hey, thanks for making it to the end of the video. You know, if you enjoyed it, there's a subscribe button right there, but, you know, no pressure. Also, I think there's a video you'll enjoy right here, so click on that if you'd like to, and that's about it. See you next time.